Hi guys, so today I'm going to get you started with Tinkercad as our beginning 3D development software. This is online, so you can access Tinkercad wherever you are. And I'm going to get you started by assuming you do not have an account. When you click on sign up, you choose your whatever country, birthday. You do have to be at least 13 in order to have an account without parental permission. You can get an account with parental permission. It just takes a couple of days for that to be approved, and you have to provide a parent email, and then they have to check their email and say, yes, you can have a Tinkercad account. So we're going to go with a generic student account. I recommend using your Barrow County Schools account. And then you've got some requirements here to fit for your password. Create your account. If you want email communications, then you check the box. If not, you're going to go right on into the interface. As Tinkercad loads, it's going to start you off with lessons, learning how to manipulate things in Tinkercad. To access your dashboard and begin, just click on the 9 square, the Tinkercad 9 square, and we're going to start with a new design. The new design opens up your workspace. On the right-hand side, you have some preset shapes. These are the basic shapes. There's an additional menu. You can drop down and see the different things that are already available in Tinkercad. We are going to talk about how to edit your grid. We're going to talk about your ruler, and we're going to talk about the name. Anytime you start a new design, it does a generic name. To change that name, just click on it and it'll highlight it. I would encourage you to use your last name whenever you're working in Tinkercad. And then it's very simple. Some things to start off with. You might want to edit your grid. It's going to default to millimeters. You can choose inches if you need to, and update your grid. You can also turn off your snap grid. And I do this because otherwise it's going to try to pop it to one of these grid lines. Then you just get started by bringing in some shapes. This is a cube, but we don't know how big it is. So we want to turn on our ruler, bring our ruler over, anchor it to our cube. So you get a little red dot with your red circle, and then you have some measurements. You can rotate, look at it from the front, the top, click on your home view to go back. And now you can manipulate. You can use your right mouse to rotate your screen a little bit. And if you ever need to get it repositioned, click on your home and it's going to put it back into position. You can grab hold of the handles to adjust the size as you desire. You can put in certain values. You know, you want this to be a 50 by 75 and you want it to be 25 millimeters thick. Then you just type in the desired value. The arrows that curve allow you to rotate and tip, and they give you a kind of a protractor, an angle, a degree. The triangle allows you to raise and lower above or below your work surface. So if we go here, you see you have a negative value, which means you actually have a portion of your part that is below the work plane. And when we're printing 3D, we don't really want that. If you want it to be flat and in line, just say 0. It's going to position that back up into place. When you want to remove material or add material, you're still going to use the same process, but oftentimes we want to try to remove material. Find your shape. Let's say we want it to be a cylinder. Bring your cylinder in, put it into position wherever you want it to be. If you need to raise it or lower it, go ahead, adjust your height or thickness or diameter or whatever. And let's say we want this to be a hole that is cut all the way through. So I'm going to look at it from underneath, and I can tell that yes, it's supposed to cut all the way through. But if I want to just make sure, I'll lower it down a little bit, and then I know it's below the work plane. It's going to cut a hole all the way through. It's not been cut yet. In order to cut it, we have to select all of our parts, and we get this light blue highlight, and we check the group button at the top. And now it's grouped together, and you've got a hole all the way through your part. If you want to reposition that hole, you have to ungroup, and that's done the same way. Click on your part and choose ungroup. So that's the basics of Tinkercad. Just explore on your own and figure out how to put things together to make new shapes. And good luck. So quick review. Things to remember in Tinkercad. Launch from the shortcut. Adjust your grid either to millimeters, centimeters. Turn off your snap grid. Use your ruler to adjust measurements. When grouping to remove material, you have to have 2 items or more. Select those 2 items. You'll have a light blue highlight, and then you're going to use your group key. And that's it.